Dr. Irwin Jackson, 1341 Jackson Bluff. My compliments to the City Commission for a great discussion. Haven't seen that in a long time. The problem previously is very simple. The McKibben group derailed this process when they decided they were not going to build the hotel. They were going to build a hotel instead of the office building. And I think Commissioner Gillum's exactly right. If they want to build the hotel, the public doesn't want it. If they want to build what they promised, then go right ahead, and I'm certain the legal issues would all go away. Tonight is good news. I want to, usually I come up here and I'm thrilled to have a chance to talk positive and not point out some negative issues. The good news is that the FBI has been very busy identifying elected officials who are specializing in serving themselves at the expense of the public. The mayor of Detroit was recently found guilty of, quote, running a money-making racket out of City Hall, end quote. Good news that he was sentenced to 28 years in prison for extortion, racketeering, bribery, wire, mail, and tax fraud. It's unclear whether Mayor Kilpatrick, a graduate student of FAMU, learned these leadership skills from Scott Maddox and John Marks. In the past few weeks, the FBI has also announced that they've arrested the mayor of Miami Lakes, the mayor of Sweetwater, the mayor of Homestead. Not bad for a start. The Homestead mayor has lobbied his own city officials on behalf of a private business, and they had authorized payments to him of $120,000. Heck, John Marks receives over $600,000 from Honeywell's attorneys, and Miami thinks they know something about corruption. The FBI recently this week, earlier this week, had come to a conclusion. They had arrested 57 individuals who scammed $300 million from disabled veterans. Its leader was found guilty of 103 counts of racketeering. Allied Veterans of the World had hired Scott Maddox for his legal advice and to lobby our own county commission for this corrupt enterprise. Unfortunately, the FBI has been unable to locate the $294 million that was stolen. Scott, since you were involved in creating this organization, I know the FBI would appreciate it if you could tell them where they might find the $294 million. Finally, I do want to, the last comment, the good news, I think, needs to be pointed out for the record that during this whole past discussion of the McKibben group, Scott Maddox got up, left the chambers, and if he left the chambers and there wasn't a conflict of interest, then he had no reason to leave. So I think it's more discussion needs to be had on that issue, and hopefully he'll be here for a formal vote. Thanks each of you, and a great discussion.
I believe,
Madam
Commissioner.
Mayor, just briefly, as the public knows, I already declared a conflict on that matter, and I've gotten to where, you know, every time Mr. Jackson speaks, he just lies. He makes things up, and he, you know, and so I feel like I have to say, gosh, he's lying. But I think it's becoming really evident to anybody that watches, because now I'm to blame for the mayor of Detroit, the mayor of 2 or 3 other cities, world hunger, you name it. So I guess this is a form of therapy for some. But thank you, Madam Mayor.